We just left the Natural Bridges National Monument Park, and now we've turned off onto Elk Mountain Road. Obviously unpaved, nice to be back on the trails. And we're headed north. This should be about 19 miles to get up to the center high point of the Dark Canyon area. But this is going to take us through in between the two Bears Ears, and we're hoping it'll only just be a couple miles, I think, to get up to that point with Bears Ears, so we might stop for a lunch break there. It's just hard to tell, I had no info on how tough this trail would be, and so far it's super flat and nice, but we'll see how that continues. Okay, so we are on Elk Mountain Road, which was a very tame trail, very well maintained. Yes. At least when it's dry. It says that when it's wet, it's kind of a mess. But we are at 8,500 feet, roughly, and we're in between Bears Ears. So, let's see here. Get around here where I can see what I'm doing. There's one ear, I guess it's the western ear. And then we'll pan around. So looking southward, that's where we came from. All kinds of crazy, awesome terrain. And then you pan around here to the eastern ear. You can just see the moon above the horizon. And then as I pan north, oh yeah, one more zoom in for the mountaintops. Then look at how the terrain just kind of starts getting a little greener. Little different trees. It's very interesting. Alright, so we just stopped for a little lunch at the top of the pass here and enjoy the area in between the two Bears Ears. And now we are headed further north into Dark Canyon. truck. They're taking pictures. I wonder if we can pass. They got a trailer. Shoot.
I don't know how far up on the bank, like if you back up a little bit, how far up on the bank can you pull?
Let me see, I cannot really see you because the sun is in my eyes.
Coming back, I'm backing up as well. Keep coming.
Keep it coming. I think we got to back up a little more. Are you good to back up, or you need me to spot you?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, it's just really hard for us to see.
The trailer's pretty wide too. I don't know if we're gonna fit past you. I don't know if there's a wide spot before the top.
If you guys,
we definitely can't go backwards.
Yeah, I know you can't. If you can get edged up here, I might be able to squeeze by you here.
Yeah, it's a little soft. I don't know how close
I know.
we'll take the inside if you want to risk the outside.
Let me, I cannot see him.
It looks a little wider back where this white guy's at.
All right.
Back where he's at. If you guys can get... But
it's just really hard to see.
More nimble. If you give us the inside,
sure.
We'll be able to get in on the outside.
All right.
What's the plan?
They're going to take the inside, and then we'll take the outside. Can you back up any more and give them area where they can scrunch up against the mountainside?
Yep, I'm backing up.
So they're gonna try to scooch up against the mountainside here. I think if they hug it here, if they actually get up against it, I can get around them. I think I got this.
Yeah, I think so. I think you got room.
Yep, just wait for him to come to.
Okay.
All right, come on through.
He's still backing up.
Hey, Jordan, you hear me? Hey, Jordan, do you copy?
Yep, I'm following behind you.
All right, just take it nice and slow. It's a soft edge. I did not think to do that. Oh, this road's getting icy. Man, I'm sorry. I did not realize my choice of trail was going to be so treacherous.
You look off to your left, you can see where we're going to be falling around the edge here. Do you see it?
Yeah, I do. I think this is just a side of the mountain that doesn't get a lot of sun.
Sure.
last stretch of the trail. And this one's got some really deep ruts, so trying to not scrape. I'm also trying to get out there just in time to see the sunset. This is interesting. Just a few more pinstripes.
Interesting turn.
Say again?
The interesting turn.
Yeah, a little tippy, but not too much different than what we were camped at. Okay, so let's see. All right, so part of overlanding, part of the adventure is just learning on the fly. We had a lot of trails today that were very fast, but the trail we wanted to do to get out to this supposed vantage point, and I'll tell you what I mean by supposed here in a minute, got rougher and rougher. We had a spot where we were on a kind of a shelf road, and we met up with a big truck with a trailer with some hunters. So that was interesting, trying to find a wide spot for us to pass, but we worked it out without having to backtrack hardly any. And then also, bonehead move by me. I was reading the map wrong. We took a wrong turn early on after leaving Bears Ears, and that cost us at least a half hour, if not more. So we were busting tail to get out here. But we made it out here to this kind of northwest edge of the trail to the center point of Dark Canyon. But let me show you what we ended up with once we got out here. So first of all, my 4Runner used to be blue, now it's red. You can see Jordan over there trying to get a level spot, stacking rocks and whatnot. But here it is. Here's the end of the trail. It's just, so the trail came from out there, and then here it is. There's just a turnaround basically, and you got some logs stacked up here by the rangers to keep people from getting too far in and damaging the rest of the trail. But supposedly there's a hiking trail back in there somewhere to go down and see some ruins, but otherwise, I mean, you can barely make out that there's the canyon back there, and we are on the edge of the canyon. But I don't know who marked this in Gaia, but it must have been before all these trees grew up or something, because it is not a vantage point. So it's not the prettiest campsite. It's nothing compared to what we had last night. Last night was an amazing campsite, thanks to Jordan. But I picked tonight, and I picked a loser.
But it was a very interesting trail to get back in here. I mean, I heard you talking about passing the big diesel with a trailer. They'd been back in here hunting and had a deer and some four-wheelers. But just the dirt, it's almost like red sand, and the dust doesn't leave the trail. So there were many times where I'd have to come to a complete stop and wait for you to pass, get further down the trail, let that clear, and then I'd have to wash my window just to be able to see, especially with the sun setting like it was. So you can see what the vehicles look like. I mean, back of Daren's ride is nice and red.
Yeah, yours has got a nice pink tint to it now.
Yeah. But it was fun. It was an interesting trail. Definitely, we are way back in some some public land, but it was fun. It was fun getting out here. It's just nice and cold yet again. I thought it was supposed to start warming up, but
it was fun. I did feel rushed at the end because I didn't know what to expect, and I was hoping to get out here and see a sunset. But whatever, that's part of it. You're not always going to get what you plan. And we have to drive all the way back to get back out of here because it's an in and out trail. So it was interesting too how parts of the trail on the kind of the north side of some of the alcoves, it was icy, and not like icy, but there was snow on the trail, and it was
right. And especially with some of the grades that were on those parts of the trail, I could see that getting very interesting very quickly. If there was actually to be any kind of weather. And that's the thing, is if it were to rain while we were back here, or while you're back here camping, getting out, man, that's gonna be a chore to get out of here.
Yeah, there were some pretty good ruts. So the forecast is dry, thankfully.
Yes.
Otherwise, it could take us a while just to get out of here.
Actually, I'm going to turn on the ham radio and put it on the weather band just to see if there's anything moving through, or how cold it's supposed to be in this area tonight.
All right, time to start setting up camp. Got Chef Jordan here.
Bon appetit.
Whoa, you're like an angel with the light behind your head.
It's glowing.
An angel of meat.